Hello guys, Dr. Rahul this side, and now I'll be discussing with your ABG, correct? So I'll be discussing the repeat topics and the revision points from this topic ABG. Almost in every year, I saw 1 to 3 questions has been repeated from this topic. You can check any paper, any paper. So very important topic. So before starting, I will just give a intro about ABG. ABG is the arterial blood gas analysis. So if I draw a hand like this, my drawing is not that perfect, don't mind. This is the radial side, this is the ulnar side, correct? Radial ulnar side. Now see, from ulnar side this will go ulnar artery, from the radial side radial artery, and then from collaterals, right? Now see, first you have seen while doing ABG there is something performed a test known as Allen's test. Now for Allen's test, first we will block the, or we'll just put our hand, finger or thumb, and we will occlude radial artery and check for the time required for the circulation to complete, means, or the color change of the palm, right? And similarly we do that for the ulnar artery, and the artery which is the best, we will select it, correct? Now for this we will take a syringe, right? We'll take a syringe, and uh, the question that came was, for with in this syringe we will wash with 0.5 ml heparin, so that the blood will collect from the artery, it doesn't get clot, right? So we will wash the syringe first with 0.5 ml heparin, and then we will take the blood. Now the concept which I want to discuss with you today is not this, it's about the calculations of ABG, the very important topics, ABG calculations. So see, like often questions are asked, pH, blood pH is say 6, then bicarbonate if it is 24, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 48. What is this condition? Then the options are metabolic acidosis with alkalosis, metabolic alkalosis with respiratory acidosis. It's a very confusing option, so that I want to discuss with you today. So before discussing it, I have to discuss with you the normal values, right? So see, blood pH, the normal value is 7.2 to 7.4. You have to by heart the normal values. No, there is no alternative to that. So this pH is maintained by histidine, that histidine maintains blood pH 7.2 to 7.4 is the normal. Right. Next normal thing I want to talk about is bicarbonate. Normal level is 22 to 28 milli equivalent per liter. And next is partial pressure of carbon dioxide, which is 40 to 42 millimeter of mercury. No confusion, right? Blood pH 7.2 to 7.4 normal value. Normal value of bicarbonate 22 to 28 milliequivalent per liter, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide normal 40 to 42, correct? Now I will take individual things, let's say pH normally 7.2 to 7.4, just now I told. Now if blood pH is less than 7.2, then this is acidosis, correct? If it is more than 7.4, it is alkalosis. So this is the first thing we will see. What is the blood pH? If it is acidosis or it is alkalosis, then we will look for bicarbonate and partial pressure of carbon dioxide to match which one is acidosis, and the opposite parameter will be compensatory alkalosis, or acidosis. We will sort that out. But this is the first thing. We will look for the blood pH. We will try to find out whether it is acidosis or alkalosis. If it is less than the normal parameter, acidosis; more than normal parameter, alkalosis. Then we will see partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Of your CO2, so it should be respiratory. So the parameters will be either respiratory acidosis or respiratory alkalosis, correct? So is we studied the value 40 to 42 millimeter mercury. If it is less than 40, here it will be respiratory alkalosis. If it is more than 42, it will be respiratory acidosis. And just opposite with the bicarbonate, which is supposed to be the metabolic one, correct? 22 to 28 milliequivalent per liter, less than 22 will make it metabolic acidosis, more than 28 metabolic alkalosis. Am I correct? Yes. Am I clear? Yes. Now let me show you one example, then it will be very clear to you. First example, pH, try to do it by yourself. 6.0, right? PCO2 say 44. Units are same, 6.0. Okay, this is no unit. PCO2 with millimeter mercury and bicarbonate with milliequivalent per liter, right? So I'm just writing the values. Okay, so this is 30. So what is the condition? See, so pH is 6.0 means this is going toward the acidosis. Now which one of these two is acidosis you think? PCO2 is 44. So I told when PCO2 is more than 42 or more than the normal limit, it is respiratory acidosis. Good. So this is respiratory acidosis. This one is acidosis. So acidosis is the respiratory acidosis is the main problem here. With what is this? Bicarbonate is 30 means there is metabolic alkalosis, correct? So with compensatory metabolic alkalosis. So what would be the answer? Respiratory acidosis with compensatory metabolic alkalosis. Very good. Simple. Let's take another example. Say pH is 8 this time, correct? PCO2 say 30, H2CO3 say 35. What will you say about this condition? See, this is alkalosis. Any doubt? No, because 7.2 to 7.4 is normal. It is 8, so alkalosis. Now, which one of these is alkalosis? This one. See, metabolic alkalosis, because 20 to 28 is normal levels of bicarbonate is 35, so it is alkalosis. So it is metabolic alkalosis plus what is this? PCO2 30 means less, means there is respiratory alkalosis. So fine, metabolic alkalosis plus respiratory alkalosis. Here there is nothing compensatory. ठीक है ना? If this value would have been say 50, that means respiratory acidosis, then that would have been compensatory. Here nothing is compensating. It is metabolic alkalosis plus respiratory alkalosis, correct? So I hope you got the concepts. If there is confusion, you can write me at the comment box. I will take another session for that. I think it is enough, right? Now see, another concept I want to take is anion gap. This is also important concept. So anion gap, see, it is number of cation minus anion, but cation only we take as sodium because it is the major cation, minus all anion like chloride or whatever there is negative things, everything, but cation only sodium because it's the major cation, no? So anion gap normal is 8 to 12, and if it is more than 12 we say this is metabolic acidosis. This is where the questions is asked, that what are the conditions when it is metabolic acidosis. So these are the conditions. Where anion gap more than 12 or metabolic acidosis, these are the conditions. Methanol poisoning, uremia, lactic acidosis, but most important is diabetic ketoacidosis asked multiple times. Iron folic acid and salicylates. These are the few conditions where you will see metabolic acidosis asked numerous times. Of them, diabetic ketoacidosis is asked so many times, every time. Let me give you another problem, and then I will take your leave, right? So say pH is 5.5. Okay. What is this condition? So pH is acidosis. Out of this, which one is acidosis? You say correct. This one is acidosis. So this is metabolic acidosis plus PCO2 is 30, means this is also less. So compensatory respiratory alkalosis. Yes, this is correct. Metabolic acidosis plus compensatory respiratory alkalosis means which one will go with the pH is the problem. That one is the issue, and the opposite one is either compensatory or just normal, this thing. So I hope you got this session, and these things are clear with you. There are also, you can find these problems with the calculations and all, but you will be getting in exam 30 second to 1 minute max. So I don't think these problems or this because there will be no pen and paper, so this method is will be useful, I think, to correctly. And don't look at the options, you'll be confused, right? So you first solve it yourself and then mark the options or see the options what gets what fits in the question most, right? So anyway, I should take your leave. Thank you for attending the session. You can leave your comments, right? Bye.